And it's actually the money for Grammys we already paid. We are not about to pay. We already paid 500 million shillings towards that, and I'm sure the gentleman from Grammys can confirm.
So a speech somewhere that the Grammy Awards are set to be hosted in Kenya. The first thing I did was I went to the Grammys.com website, and according to that website, in 2025, the Grammys will take place at the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. So I don't know what Kenya paid for exactly, or paid to do. I'm not so sure. And then I went over to ChatGTP and asked, can the Grammy Awards be hosted outside the US? Academy Awards have historically been hosted exclusively in the United States. There's no official rule preventing them from being hosted outside the US. However, there's several reasons why this has not happened so far. Number one is historical and organizational context. Now, the Grammys are organized by the Recording Academy, which is a US-based organization. The ceremony has traditionally taken place in LA at the Staples Center or Crypto.com Arena and the New York Madison Square Garden, which are major hubs for the US music industry. Kenya is not even a hub for the music industry in Africa. So, yeah, the second challenge is logistics. Now, hosting outside the US would involve additional complexities in terms of travel, production, coordination, as most of the Recording Academy's resources are based in the US. Many artists, stakeholders, media personnel are US based, making international hosting more challenging. Then we have point 3, the global reach of the Grammys. The Grammys celebrate international music, but the awards primarily recognize contributions to the US-centric music industry. This focus aligns with hosting in the US. And then ChatGTP says, could it happen in future? It's like, as the Grammys evolve to reflect a more globalized music industry, hosting the event in an international city is not impossible. Is not impossible. Locations like London, Tokyo, or Paris, which are major music hubs, could potentially be considered if the Recording Academy sought to expand its global appeal. So let's just say we have lost 500 million and call it a day.
The president has already given instructions, and I've written to you a letter from our Office of Creative Economic Coordination for us to begin bidding for the World Creative Economy Conference in 2027 to become the first African country to bring the world sector here, because that will unlock the entire creative economy. Thank you very much.
Let me help you, Dennis. Actually, the money for Grammys we already paid. We are not about to pay. We already paid 500 million shillings towards that, and I'm sure the gentleman from Grammys can confirm that that is the direction we are going. And so I think back to you, the motions are going through in Parliament. The creative bill is going through specifically to remove the challenges you have highlighted, to update the law so that we remove outdated legislation, to provide for a sure footing on matters intellectual property, and also to deal with the challenge of piracy. And we couldn't agree with you more. And thank you very much, Izzy, for being part of the solution. By offering your knowledge and expertise to support the development of the bill,